everyone. Today, Jefferson and I we will review 10 future technologies that already exist and that we think if we keep developing them, we would change the way we live and the world in general. So, let's begin. Now we will start with number 10. This is 3D printing. This is technology used mostly for now and just by the health and robotics fields, more or less, due to its slowness and expensiveness. However, many researchers came up with a method that makes 3D printing 1,000 times faster, and because of this, it is expected that in few years, many other fields will be taking advantage of this technology for different purposes, such as education, for example. Now, in number 9, we have portable filters for polluted water. We all know that water is essential for human survival, and in a difficult situation, this device could save lives. Based in some experts, by 2025, researchers will have finished the investigation for putting this kind of technology on the market, and it will be available for most of people. Number 8, biometrics. I think most of people use biometrics already with the smartphones, and it verifies our identities. I think it's very helpful to save and protect important things and sensitive information from hackers, for example. And well, it is not implemented yet by everyone, but in a futuristic society, we will be using face and voice recognition and maybe fingerprints for almost everything. Number 7, we have wireless technology. I think we all have had problems at least once finding an outlet for charging our phones in a public space, for example. And there are already wireless power banks that we can use for charging our phones without a cable connected directly to an outlet. But what if we take this to the next level? Like perhaps in a few years, large scale companies will be using this technology for their big machines, and I think that would be very helpful for them.
Brain driven implants. In 2035, the Scientist Society will be finishing the project of extremities implants, as hands, arms, and feet that will be handled directly by the brain. This will allow people who don't have any part of their body to continue with their normal life and have no limitation. Scientists will come along the entire adaptation process. Poly-testing is expected to be completed by 2030 to begin with implementations.
Number 5, we have cloaking devices, and I think they are my favorite ones because it reminds me of Harry Potter's cloak of invisibility, and that it came into when the movie came out, and I always wanted to come by one, and certainly this artifact was pretty interesting for the time and even today. And nowadays, there are hypothetical studies in regards of these cloaking devices, and researchers have determined that for any specific wavelength, it is possible to make a cloaking device. So, who knows? Maybe at some point in the future, we will be experimenting with this technology, and personally, I would love to witness that.
Holograms. By 2030, the final stage of including holograms in the education sector will be completed. This is so that the students can interact with historical characters and come back how historical figures really were, who will be responding in a personalized way to students. The education sector will be looking forward to this creation as it will allow students to be more attracted by knowledge. Teleportation. Due to the large emissions generated by transport, it is estimated that in 2080 we'll have finished the first teleport, which will initially operate to transport small groups of people to other countries and eventually is expected to be carrying crews equivalent to those of international flights. This project serves to come along in the development of transport. In 2075, hundreds of robots will be working alongside human beings in tasks such as teaching. In 2019, the Society will have signed the first Treaty of Rights of the Robots, and in 2100, a robot will be governing the nation of the United States. The robots will come along humans in technological development. By the year 2215, society will be changed planet due to wars against robots and humans. Scientists will have completed adaptation of the planet Mars to receive millions of humans. The transport will be carried out with advanced technology that will transport up to 1 million people at the same time. Scientists hope to come up with more habitable planets by the year 2300.